Alright, here's just another video about practicing writing equivalent statements. And we've talked about this example several times. If you have the P as you live in Houston and Q as you live in Texas, we can write if you live in Houston and you live in Texas. That's the standard conditional form. But there are these other ways to write a conditional statement. And so we're going to practice that down here. We have a conditional statement that says no cream is sufficient for no Alfredo sauce. So we're looking right here at this sufficient version. So notice when you have sufficient, P still remains at the first part of the statement and the Q is still the latter part of the statement. So if we want to write this as if then, we would say if there is no cream, then there is no Alfredo sauce. Right? You have the no cream and no Alfredo sauce. And so if we come over here and look at our options, that is option A. If there is no cream, then there is no Alfredo sauce. Now this question actually has multiple parts to it where it asks about the converse, inverse, and contrapositive of that statement. For additional practice, if you haven't watched that video yet, there's a link that's going to pop up at the top of this video right now, and you can go watch about how to find the converse, inverse, and contrapositive. But I'm going to jump down to the end of the problem, and it says write the negation of that statement in the very first part of option A. There's also a video about how to negate a conditional statement, and I'll also pop that link up right now at the top, and if you want to go watch that video first, you can do that. But to negate if P then Q, we're going to write P and not Q. So let's write out our P and Q again. So now we have P and Q written out, and we want to do P and not Q. So P is there is no cream. All right, so we see these, there's a couple here that say there is no cream. And now how do we negate there is no Alfredo sauce? To negate that is to say there is Alfredo sauce. So if we look, option F is the correct one. There is no cream and there is Alfredo sauce. And again, we're looking for an and. And notice how C is a very close possible right answer, but it says or. We need an and because this is a conjunction.